Well, Kumac, as we've been telling you, cues across Asia are slightly mixed and we're not seeing little change on the indices is what the picture is. So let's now boil this down to individual stocks and the micros. Our entire team is standing by with the CNBC TV 18 list of top stocks to watch out for today. Good morning, guys. Anuj, let me start with you. As always, you pointed out Ashok Leyland yesterday and I think Interglobe the day before. Which one is on your radar today?
You know, this is the whole theme, right? So I think Interglobe has already moved up. So perhaps SpiceJet, which has not really moved up a lot, perhaps plays catch up. Look, this is all hope trade, perhaps getting ahead of itself, but it's about making money in the market, right? So I think that's the stock that I would focus on. And, you know, a lot of people asked me yesterday on Aurobindo because, you know, it fell after decent numbers because of profit taking. So I think this is one stock, not immediately, but just like, you know, Divi's went through that process where it fell and then it consolidated, it will perhaps fall a bit more and consolidate somewhere around the 200-day moving average or 20-day moving average. But just keep an eye on this one. The day it bounces back, it will make a big move once again. So that's how you got to focus on individual stocks. Exactly.
Well, can we get back all the 8 of us on the screen? It looks very good. I feel like I'm in school and I feel like getting up. Where are the 8 of us? Like, can we have all of us on air? I can't see them. Okay, there we are. Don't you feel like we are in school and we can stand up and sing Jhanda Uncha Rahe? That's how it looks. Very nice. Okay, let's get to work. Tata Steel, Nigel, you don't have good things to say.
Well, the numbers were disappointing. The consolidated margins came in at around 2%. We were working with a number in excess of around 5.5% odd. Both the geographies, both of them did disappoint. One being India. Out there, we were working with an EBITDA number, EBITDA per ton, that is, of around 7,000 rupees. It came in at around 6,100 rupees per ton. So that was disappointing. The other number we were looking at is Europe. Yes, we were working with an EBITDA loss out there. But the loss was more than anticipated because it came in at around $43 per ton. In comparison to what we were working with is around $26 per ton. The good part is the debt didn't increase. It held at around 4,000 lakh crores or thereabouts. And that's good because they are managing their working capital well. Con call today at 12 noon is going to be extremely important because we'll require clarity. Yes, Europe was bad. Was it worse? Was there any kind of credit because of the carbon credits that they've sold? That's going to be very, very important, and management commentary as well will be crucial. Final word, no one really bought the stock for these numbers, but management commentary is going to be crucial. Q2 is going to be splendid. So from the lows, let's see whether or not we get a recovery. Back to you.
Okay, that should be the case actually. Let's see, I mean, for starters, if it opens down and after that, because metals are in a bull market of their own for now. But we are missing Sonia today, so Rima is filling in. Eicher Motors and Hero MotoCorp. Rima, how are the numbers looking?
Hi Anuj, good morning. Let me start with Eicher Motors, where Q1 was weak, much weaker than estimates. The company's EBITDA has come in at only 50 lakhs. They reported a loss of 55 crore at the bottom line. That said, the management commentary was positive. They've indicated that inquiries are higher than pre-COVID levels. Bookings are stabilizing for the last 6-7 weeks and pretty much back at the COVID levels. However, there is a valuation concern which analysts have. So CLSA has downgraded the stock on the premise that the stock is trading at an 80% premium over peers like Hero as well as Bajaj, and at a time when the operating metrics are deteriorating, that valuation premium is untenable. So I would go with red for Eicher Motors. On Hero MotoCorp, it's a weak earnings, but that was expected for all auto majors, but not as bad as what the street feared. In fact, the company reported an operating margin of 3.6%, higher than estimates of 2.4%. And when we, in terms of the management commentary, they indicated that demand has picked up and market share too has increased. Back to you.
All right, Rima, thank you very much. How interesting.
And thank you for filling in.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for filling in for Sonia. Very interesting that Eicher, at least for their CV business, not sounding as optimistic as Ashok Leyland. So let's see which way these things go. But let's move on now to BPCL, which also reported numbers. Sonal?
Good morning, Surbhi. Well, the numbers were largely in line with what the street was working with. EBITDA at 3,800 crore rupees versus a loss last year. Company also reported profits of around 2,000 crores. But if we look at the internals, it was the refining business which was quite subdued subdued this time around. Both core and reported GRMs were lower than estimates. However, the marketing GRMs, that is the gross margins, were really high at 8.9 rupees per litre. This is higher than the street estimates as well, and was aided by a one-time inventory gain. So overall, the inventory gain came in at 568 crore rupees. The company has also been able to reduce debt by 7,000 crore rupees on a sequential basis. On the back of that, expect the stock to be in the green today. Back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. And now we come to the finance stocks. Abhishek, you have a bunch. City Union, Shriram Transport, fire away.